Oh, this is series number 5 of 15. Okay, so there is 10 more to come. And when you have a chance, please listen to the other 4 that is out there on our YouTube and TikTok channel. Today is the 27th of the 9th, 2024. And we're going to extend my discussion about all the benefits of joining KORABO cooperative and this movement, this organic movement, how we are training and helping farmers, okay, that was in this cooperative, and many that we've since introduced and they have joined due to this promotion, this amazing organic promotion, turning traditional farmers, small, medium and large, into organic farmers. Now, organic is very deep. You know, we want to, over time, transform pure organic farmers. That means all the pesticides. So there's a process of learning and understanding and having the resources. Now, the resource, the number key, is not only the advice and the technical know-how and the step-by-step application and the understanding how different the trees and the plants react to organic and chemicals, so you get an understanding about the soil and the importance of microbes and mulching. Okay, so this is a phase that a farmer needs to go through. I want to avoid doubling up. That's why doubling up on this series, number 5 of 15 tapes or videos, because I can't squeeze it all in a video, even if it was hours long. So because every week we are topping up tanks, we are meeting and interviewing farmers and educating them and giving them the support they need with the organic liquid fertilizer. So we are literally going now. This picture here, we activated a 4.5, or actually it become a 5-ton tank. 5 tons. They had this for a fish pond, and we turned it into an organic tank. This one here, this particular farmer has got multiple 200-litre drums, okay, and he's got about 2 or 3. He's going to get bigger tanks, because he's also received not only a member, but he's experienced already incredible growth. You know, when you start putting a true organic liquid fertilizer on trees and plants, you are going to get a reaction, and you're going to get growth that you couldn't get with any other fertilizer, especially chemical. Okay, so, and we are very cautious what we claim in regards to results, because we know that some plants in some environments will respond quickly within weeks, within months, okay, and all that subject to multiple things. But after about 8, 12 months, 18 months, we've seen trees in droughts have their fronds high, sticking up. And this is in a drought, extreme weather through global warming. I never used to be a believer. If you don't believe in global warming, then I can say this is the most extreme weather. My father, late father, was an incredible farmer and an amazing man, including his father's father, however long. So it's the worst weather. Okay, so if you don't like me saying, because I've had so many people complain, I love what you're saying, but when you bring up global warming, in other words, there's a lot of people out there that don't like it. I used to be one of them. I'm not anymore. But I do understand how I normally respond. I'm very thankful for any response to making that statement. But it's absolutely a fact. I've seen too much. I've experienced too much. There is definitely global warming, and it's real. Now, for the people that's not, okay, I don't want to argue. I'll just say yes, but it's the worst weather we've ever gone through. And I hope this cycle stops, and I believe it will. I believe it will. I hope that this is a season in the world, but it's not looking like that. So we got to move fast, and that's why, actually, one of the real reasons that liquid, that beautiful, that's 1:20 ratio. That means we've got to concentrate that we put into the the member's tank, the member of KORABO, okay? And we put the concentrate in. We know the water quality. We know the container. We've got 4 different phases of our activation, of micro-activation, because of the contaminated tank. Even if it's a clean brand new tank, we call it a contaminated tank because it's got all oil and toxics from the manufacturer. Because we are got a pure organic. Nothing's 100%, but we do not add any chemicals whatsoever. So it's fermented, it's formulated by a closed loop system of worms. We're worm farmers, but we're very high tech. Okay, so look at the results. These farmers are getting results they've never received before. Even though they're putting chemicals on, they understand organic and chemical fertilizer. That's the beauty. This is the vetiver grass. Let's talk about vetiver grass. Now, I'm very aware that this is 5 of 15. We're going to call that Series 1. Then we're going to be doing Series 2, which will be 1 of 30. So there's going to be 30 more. Because there's a journey, and we won't have to repeat ourselves about the ever-changing terms in regards to as this cooperative grows and as the farmers utilise the opportunity, there will be adjustments and changes that's offered, and we have got a limited numbers that we're going to have for our pioneering club, okay? Because it's subject to the actual participation. Because what we want is very exciting, and I'm sharing this with you now because we want the farmer. Look at the growth on that tree. That's a little. I think that's a Musa King durian tree. Okay, it's just shot up so much. Okay, so this is one of the farmers of the cooperative. So anyway, some of the problems we face is the farmers have got such good hearts and they want to pursue, but they haven't got the time. They haven't got the time to fertilize it with chemicals or with organic. So when they got all this beautiful free access to this liquid organic all-purpose fertilizer, their circumstances change and they can't fertilize enough. We need testimonies based on results. So we must, other words, we want people to use the fertilizer. We want them to put it on the ground. Okay, so this is the key. Now, back to this video. This is the evidence that we are activating a 5-ton tank. Now, this particular gentleman's only got about, I think, I could be wrong, about 2.5, 3 acre property of mixed, very large trees. Now, these large trees are big, mature durian trees and talap and all types of native trees here in Sabah, Malaysia. Okay, but with this particular asset, this valuable organic liquid fertilizer that he's got available, he can put like 20 litres under the big trees every fortnight, every month. And some trees, to activate the actual, that's what I was going to talk about, the vetiver grass again. To activate the soil, it's all about the soil. So to give the soil a massive, called a transition or a massive boost, it's biometeoration. It's transforming the actual soil. Okay, now this is why we are supplying to some farmers the free use of the vetiver grass. Okay, because it brings oxygen and penetrates the soil straight down the roots. They go direct down, straight, vetiver straight down. So it doesn't interfere with the existing roots of any tree. It only brings moisture and nutrients up from the very deep soil, meters deep. The roots of these miracle grass, known globally, they can actually grow 5, 10, 15 meters deep, straight down. Can you imagine? It's like a core of blotting. So in other words, it's like blotting paper, like a sponge. So when it rains, instead of the water running off from the hard soil, we call it DSS, dead soil syndrome. Anything that's got chemicals. And, you know, if you might say, some of these native trees haven't got chemicals, a lot of these native trees, when it rains, there is actually runoff. There is actually a catchment water full of chemicals from the palm tree industry and from industry and people. And that spoils and kills microbes. So the microactivity is very low, and the soil is compact and quite acid, quite low in pH, anything from 4, 5, 5.5 pH. We've done multiple tests. So there's got to be an adjustment. This SOS organic fertilizer definitely increases the neutral pH level. And that then unlocks all the other locked up minerals, and it puts oxygen and living microbes. They can start increasing. And that's the key to the plant. It drawing up and creating new nutrients from the microactivity. These are facts, and one of the greatest things with vetiver grass is the mulching, cut and drop concept. It's for a mulch. It's the highest protein. Why? Because it's got the deepest roots. So it's a greatest stock feed supplement in the world for any animal, as a supplement, as a 5%, 10%, 50%, 80% food. It is the most powerful, nutritious green protein supplement in the world for any animal whatsoever. So having that option to cut a percentage of the leaf every month, every quarter, every 6 months, or every year, you got the options of what you want to do based on your requirements and based on your labor. But one thing for sure, the value add, the benefits are mind-blowing. And I got so many videos that I'm doing on palm oil trees, and that's a very big global billion-dollar industry, which is completely modeled around chemical saturation, chemical spraying on pesticides. And it's a terrible situation that we've got a need for this incredible oil, but we got this saturation of chemicals and all the downstreaming and all the problems it causes. There's more problems. No one's going to say the problems, and they never ever emphasize that how many millions of tons and thousands of tons are put onto these trees, which wash into our beautiful precious water and downstreaming. Okay, once again, we really appreciate you listening this far. And so this is tape number 5 of 15, but tape number 6, I'm going to spend more time in giving all the different options about membership and explaining about the cost of becoming a member. Look, the first 200 members, we call it our pioneering club. Okay, the actual organic farmers of KORABO. Okay, there's no cost of joining. It's entry free. Okay, now we encourage anyone in SABAH to become a member of the cooperative. It doesn't mean we're not interested in the membership, a standard membership, right? I think that's 150 ringgits. There is promotions on. It's a very low entry, considering when you remember you have got the access to big promotions and discounts and subsidies with the SOS fertilizer, not as a farmer, just as a member. Okay, so, and as this small but developing and growing cooperative grows, there's going to be multiple benefits, especially with their future organic food hubs and supermarkets and stores, okay? Because they've got all these members that's going to have true organic produce from the fertilizer, from the farmers cooperative, from the farmers of KORABO. And because we're using these proven techniques, these natural organic techniques dealing with nature, with the technology of this is grass 4 of technology and pure organic fertilizer, no chemical. If you haven't already, this brings a powerful advantage to the members, because they do truly to help the community. That's what I love about this one. It's really practical, and we're giving practical support. Okay, so this is the end of series 5 of 15. Once again, check out those other 4 and support our TikTok, our YouTube channel. You know, we have a vision. We have a vision for sustainability, because SABAH is one of the most greatest countries in the world.